think music's always been important to me, especially as a young lad. When I was 10 and I got a guitar, I found it as an avenue to express and to release raw emotions and to kind of see it, not as escapism, but to kind of deal with things and have that way to vent and to alleviate raw emotion that I was feeling. So it was almost a way in which I could express. For me, music is a perfect way of articulating mood and how you feel and kind of express yourself audibly, how you're feeling and what kind of emotions are going on. I think the importance of Easter morning is the fact that that's everything was building up to. From the start of the Old Testament, it was prophesied over about 400 times that that's what Christ was coming to do, and then it finally happened, and that actually in that moment nothing was separating us from the love of God, that everything that God planned had come to fruition. It was always a case of this is what Christ had come to do and he's finally done it. So I think everything was leading up to that point, that within those 3 days the disciples were feeling distraught and, you know, almost as if like everything that they'd left behind, it was all a lie almost. They felt lied to, and then to go from that point to have it flipped on their head that Christ had come back, that actually Christ is alive, to go from one state of emotion to another, I can only imagine was mind-blowing. And to see that happen and to understand that, you know, Christ did everything he said, I can't imagine what must have gone through people's mind at that point. I think I composed the piece of music to emotionally take someone through that journey and trying to capture in audio how that day could have gone. What went through my mind is that when Mary approached the grave, probably still grieving, still hurting by the loss of Jesus, to approach the tomb to see the stone get rolled away, and then all of a sudden, what's going on? To look into the tomb, to see the angel, to say, I have good news, he is alive. She goes running off, the joy, and actually the revelation, that sort of the pennies dropped moment. He is alive. He said he'd be alive, and he is alive. Emotionally at the start is quite minor, and then it goes from a bit of a chord change, there's a modulation in the middle to make you feel something's arrived, something unexpected has happened, and then full on major at the end to kind of give you that celebratory feeling that, you know, Christ did exactly what he said he did. He came to die and rose again. You know, it's everything that Easter Sunday means to me.